Hi everyone, Haojin here. So actually I just had a conversation with my buyers. A lot of them, they're currently looking at all the new launches available in the market. And some of them, they're mentioning, hey, actually, surrounding resale, such as the condos around the new launches that are about to launch, they're actually selling a lot cheaper in terms of the PSF. So why am I, supposed to look at all these new launches where they are commanding almost maybe 500-600 PSF difference and a premium as compared to your resale developments in the area? So today I've done some research and I'd like to share some of it with you. So stay tuned and maybe let's dive deeper. Alright, so let's take for example Faber Residence. There's Waterfront at Faber, which is a current resale development right beside Faber Residence with about the same plot ratio and same building heights. The resale in the area is commanding only about 1,005 per square foot, so 1,500 PSF, as compared to Faber Residence where they're launching about 2,000, 2001, 2002, that kind of price range. So we are taking a look and seeing why is there such a gap. There was such disparity inside the pricing from resale and new. And for resale, there's definitely going to be a bit of a price gap as compared to your new, but to command a $500-600 price gap is quite huge, and a lot of people have been asking why is this the case. One thing for sure I'd like to highlight is that older developments, due to the ruling from last time, URA haven't really came out with all these harmonization rules in the current new launch market, where all these new houses, they do have harmonization, which means that their aircon ledgers, they are not included in the gross floor area calculations, and also there's no such thing as oversized balconies and all these inefficient layouts lah. Yeah, so that's why in terms of gross sellable area in Waterfront and Faber, your unit size is bigger, your square feet is bigger, so your PSF tends to be lower as well. So that's one of the reasons why. So one thing for sure, these older layouts, they do have more inefficient layouts. For example, the 4-bedder at Waterfront and Faber. So there's a transaction for a 4-bedroom unit, taking a look here, 1281 square feet, which transacted for about 1.91 million at a PSF of 1491 per square feet. So one thing for sure, these older layouts, especially when we look at Waterfront and Faber, they are subjected to a lot of inefficiencies, such as your oversized balconies, and also they count your aircon ledge into the gross sellable floor area. With all these extra aircon ledges, oversized balconies, it kind of adds up into the sellable area. And 1281 square feet, the efficient size itself, or the usable area itself, can only maybe amount up to only 890 square feet from my analysis that I've taken a look at this floor plan. So it basically means that it takes up to 30% of inefficient and wasted space from the development layout itself, which will result in, if we were to use current day harmonized PSF kind of calculations, if we were to use that and put that into this unit itself, it will kind of greatly increase the PSF for this specific unit. So in my opinion, if you want something that has an efficient usage of your capital and can also cater to greater livability and future-proofing of the layout in general, I would say that going for Faber Residence does make more sense, because you're buying into a layout that is up-to-date and relevant as to today's URA policies, where in future when buyers, they look at and they compare the new and the old, they kind of see the differences, and your unit will stand out a lot more because of how efficient it is. So in my opinion, actually for PSF, it's kind of this grey area where we can't really use it to compare new and old developments anymore, due to all the harmonization policies that URA have put in place to make sure that the layouts are livable and of course a lot more fair to consumers. Also, not forgetting, Waterfront and Faber, despite all these inefficiencies in the layout, they're still able to profit about 400 to 500,000 for the bigger units right there. So imagine how much Faber can profit if the layouts are very efficient and they are able to command higher prices, because people do see the value in such layouts. Alright, so that's about it. If you guys are keen to learn more about Faber Residence, feel free to reach out. Happy to share more with you, and see you guys soon. Bye bye.